Hey guys, Dave here from KDN Performance. Today we're going to do a quick video to show you how to set up your lockouts. So just before we do that, I'm just going to show you a few tips here with the lockout. It's a very good idea to keep it well lubricated. What we like to use this little oil thing. We usually have assembly lube or just grease in there. Just drop a few drops of oil now and then in there. And also there's a little valve on top of the shifter here. You can either push it and drop some oil in there, or you can just use this and push the ball and pump some oil in there. That's a little messy here, but that will keep things moving a lot smoothly. So now let's go with the 1-to-1 lockout. So here's the lockout. It's pretty simple how it works. You go in first, you unlock it. Once you go in second, it locks out, right? But for the lockout to work, every time it needs to be nicely adjusted. So now here we just got everything together, and it's not really where it should be. So we're gonna show you that. So here, one of the good example, when you go in first, I'm just gonna grab this light here, and you go in second, see? If you can come over here, we're gonna show here. The arm needs to be, there's a little pocket there in the lockout arm, and the shifter arm needs to be right in that pocket. So we're gonna pause that video and we're gonna include a picture of how it should look. So yeah, right now, this arm needs to go more that way. So the way you do that, usually, I'm just gonna put that light on the side here, back up a little bit. You have your cable here. This will be your cable B if you're running a Mitsubishi setup. If you want the bottom of that shifter to go more towards the front of the car, you're gonna loosen this nut and you're gonna move this joint clockwise. So this is gonna change the position of this arm, okay? So since we're doing this video with a non-Mitsubishi trans, and it's very quick because there's a quick connect, I'm just gonna change it here right really quick. And we're gonna go back to the lockout. So we're gonna try it again. First, put it on. Second, it's right in there. I'm just gonna grab that light again. If you can film a little bit this way. It's right in that pocket where it needs to be. Again, we'll include a picture of how it should look. Okay, so a good thing to know when you set up the lockout is when you go in first, you want to try to always keep a pressure towards 1 and 2nd position, okay? So even if you leave your hand on the shift knob between gears, it'll lock. So right now it locks. Okay, so even if you push it and you leave your hand on it, it'll lock, and from there you can try to do whatever you want. You can push it in first. The only way to go is in third. And if this lockout is set up properly, it will not let you go in second either. Okay? It's not letting me go in second either. And let's say this, come on close again here. I'm gonna grab that light. Let's say you're in second gear there, and there's a gap between the lockout arm and the shifter arm. What you would do in that case, you take a 10mm wrench and you unscrew this bolt. By unscrewing this bolt, you're gonna move this lockout lever towards the shifter lever, the shifter arm, sorry. Or either way, if you're in second and the plunger is not down and it's not locking out, maybe you need to screw in this bolt, okay? So you're gonna have to adjust this bolt there. And if your setup, the way your setup is made or how you have your cable adjust, the screw is out too much and there's not enough spring pressure to get this plunger to lock, you can just add a second washer right here. We have 2 washers on this setup right now. And a good thing, before doing runs, you can take this little lever, put it like that there, drop some grease, and just make sure everything moves very freely, okay? So we're gonna lock it there. And a side note here, this front plate there, it's not just there because it looks good. It needs to be there. It's a very structural part, because if you, I'm just gonna force on it like too much, okay? But if you can see it, without that plate, the cases flexes. So always have this plate on there. It'll help things. Okay, so now we're just gonna, we're gonna go over the 2-3-2 lockout option, okay? So just go here in front of the shifter. Just gonna put that light here, okay? This is pretty simple too, okay? You got this lever here, which is, there's this block here that is spring loaded, okay? What you wanna do, you can leave it like that if you want, never touch it. It all depends on how you wanna set up your stuff, okay? You will go in first, go in second, and then go in third gear, okay? You see that bottom set screw here? What you wanna do, you wanna take a 2.5 millimeter Allen key wrench and screw it in until it almost touches that block there, okay? So what that is gonna do is you're not gonna be able to go in first and second position after that, okay? So I'm just gonna show you guys. You're gonna have to lift this collar, go in first, second, and when you go in third gear, if you can zoom in on that little block there, okay? The block drops. And you can't go on those anymore. So, when you get out of the track and you're ready to make a pass, you do your burnout and everything, when you're on the line, ready to go, you go in first gear, lock this thing there, and then once you launch, you go first, second, this lockout is on. From there, any way you push it forward, it'll go in third gear. And in third gear, this one locked there. So from there, the only other possibility is fourth gear. And you can also push a set screw on this side and lock out reverse fifth or sixth gear. Okay, but we're not using it now, so we're just gonna leave it like that. So that's pretty much how you set up your lockouts on this KDN Performance shifter. So, like I said earlier, keep it well lubricated. It'll work like a charm. That's it, guys. Thanks.